Hi everyone, it's me Leslie here with another video. Thank you so much for watching my video and thank you so much for subscribing. Today I'm doing a storytime discussion to talk a little bit about positive vibes only. So recently I had a problem and I wanted to talk to someone I know very well about the problem. I needed to share, and so ultimately I texted the person and said, hey, if you're available and you can lend an ear, I really need to talk about a problem that occurred. And so if you get a chance, please give me a call back. And not too long after, the person wrote me back saying something like, nobody is worth your headaches. Just try to forget about it and move on. And I said, so does this mean you're not gonna listen to my problem and talk to me about it? And they wrote back essentially saying, you should move on. No, I don't want to talk about something like that today. And that's what I call positive vibes only. When someone has a problem and you go to or you reach out to someone because you have a problem and you need a listening ear and you need maybe even some advice or someone to talk you through the issue, and the person essentially says to you, don't rain on my parade. Don't ruin my vibe. Don't ruin my day. Recently, I met a lady who was telling me how she was homeless for almost a year. And she was telling me about how she worked her butt off to get herself out of the situation. She said she had a series of unfortunate events and ended up homeless and living in a shelter. And finally, she was able to save enough money and get her own apartment 10 months later. And I said, yeah, life can be hard. I am so sorry to hear that. Life can be really hard. And she said, no, life is hard. And that's what it is. Life is hard. Sometimes we have good days. Sometimes we have bad days. Sometimes we have to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off in order to get through the day. Sometimes we want to cry, and sometimes we want to jump up and down because we're so excited about what life has brought us and what tomorrow will bring. And the friends that we have in our lives should be friends that are willing to listen to your good days and stories about your bad days with listening ears and open arms if you need a hug. And all I know is that day I really needed to talk to someone that I cared about a personal problem. And the person that I was trusting with the personal problem essentially told me, don't rain on my parade. Don't ruin my vibe. Don't bring your negative vibes here. Positive vibes only. And anyone who tries to tell you that there are no bad days or that you don't have the right to be sad or have a hard time or feel down for a bit, they don't want to truly accept the trials and tribulations of life, because that's what it is, right? It's the ups and the downs. It's the good and the bad. And what I do know is that a real friend will be there to listen to the good times and the bad times. And they won't shut you out during the bad times. Those are the times when you really see who your friends are. Anybody can stick around for the good times. But it is rare for people to stick around during the hard times. So many of us want to say, don't ruin my vibe. Positive vibes only over here. I always have on a happy face. I'm always having a good day. If something knocks me down, I just pick myself back up. And I'm here to tell whoever's listening that that's not realistic. And I know that I have bad days. And sometimes I fall and I need help to get back on my feet. And sometimes I need a listening ear. And a lot of times people want to say, oh, well, other people have it worse than you. You know, in this country, they have these problems. And over here in this place, they have these problems. It's okay for us to have problems and not compare them to other people's problems. My problems are affecting me, and that's okay. And when our problems affect us, we don't need somebody to say, don't rain on my parade, other people have it worse. We need someone to say, you've got my ear, and I am here for you. Tell me what's going on. So, forget the positive vibes only. It's important to be real. Because when we fake it till we make it all the time, it makes it hard for others to see that sometimes we aren't perfect. We too are human. We too fall down and need help getting back up. Sometimes that happy face turns into a frown. And sometimes we need help turning it upside down. And that's okay. So that's where I'm going to end this video today. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, bye.